أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
And the second question regarding halal meat. And this is a very, very long topic. We can spend an hour or so discussing it. But if you look at the hadith governing it, you would, and the verse of the Quran, of course, that mentions this, you would understand that Allah Azza wa Jal permitted us to eat any meat that was slaughtered by a Jew, a Christian, or a Muslim, providing that they did not, the Jews and the Christians, did not mention any other name than Allah. They did not say, in the name of Moses, or in the name of Jesus. If they did not say this, or we did not know what they had said, it is halal for us. For a Muslim, he has to say Bismillah. If he forgot to say Bismillah, then it is not lawful for us to eat from what he had slaughtered. Now, this is the main rule. If I go to the US or to Canada, now the country is a Christian country. So scholars like Sheikh bin Baz and bin Uthaymeen, may Allah have mercy on their souls, say that going to these countries, they are Christian countries. So it is lawful for you to eat without asking. Other scholars say, well, this is generalization and making life easy for people. But if you are a little bit of a practicing Muslim and you'd like to be safe rather than being sorry, and you know that the majority of the slaughterhouses in these countries, they do not slaughter. They sting the animal, they give it an electric shock that kills it, then they slaughter it. If you know this for a fact, not speculations or hearsay, if you know this for a fact, this is a dead meat, you cannot eat it. And if you don't know and you're doubtful, this is up to your level of virtue and piety and fear of Allah. So if someone says, listen, I have no idea whether they slaughter or not, and it's a Christian country, by default, can I eat? The answer is, generally speaking, yes, you can. But if you are a person of, not a knowledge, a person with fear of Allah, and an amount of righteousness that you believe it's a little bit more than anybody else, or more than most of the people, in this case, you should investigate. And if you investigated and found out that the majority do not slaughter, it's best for you to stop and not to eat from it. So if personally, when I travel, I don't eat from these places. I don't eat from places that are doubtful. I travel, most of my travels are to the UK, and they have the HMC and the HFA. And I would eat from both, because both of them claim to be halal, and this is enough for me. Now, there are a little bit of technicalities. The HFA has a different process and procedure, not as strict as the HMC, and this one is much better. But to me, I would eat from both. Now, if I did not find food that is served by or certified by both organizations, can I go to KFC or to McDonald's or to whatever and eat, just depending on the claim that it's a Christian country and I can eat whatever they serve, and I say simply Bismillah? I wouldn't do this. I would never ever do this, because I will not die if I don't eat in these fast food chains. But if I see someone eating in them, I would not look down at him and say, what a bad Muslim you are. Because he has some sort of legitimacy in what he's doing. He has the fatwa backing him up. Now, the level of righteousness differs from one person to the other. Me thinking that I am, mashallah, I cannot look at people and force them to follow what I say, because they have other scholars and legit scholars who advise them to do this. So I believe, inshallah, that this is the answer to your question, Sister